Let's see what's going on. It's saying add comments. I'm telling you, I keep saying one day I'm gonna get it. I've been doing this for a long time and still hadn't figured this thing out yet. So I'll wait for a few of you guys to come on before I start the live video, which the live video of Be Inspired. Happy Friday, lovely people. And it is 7 o'clock. So I am going to start. So hopefully you guys can just catch up when you get started. Good morning, David. Good morning, Yana. Got some good stuff. Good morning, Tiffany. I'm trying to speak to every last one of you guys that come on because I appreciate you guys being here. So as I was saying, happy Friday, Roz. Lynette, hey, she's on. All right, real quick, I want to get this out here. We're going to talk about, how should I put this here? Motivation. We're going to talk about motivation. Have you ever felt like you sat there and you're like, am I losing my mojo? And you start reflecting on your life, like what's going on, or you're in, hey, Nitra, and you feel like you're in like a rut, so to speak. Well, listen. And when I say that rut, it's like, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board. I did post a post that said, my yesterday was better than my today. Meaning, have you ever just sat back? Good morning, Chrissy. Have you ever just sat back and just reflected and said, you know what? I was more prosperous. I was doing a lot better before or last year. What happened this year? Well, guess what? Your girl getting ready to help you out, okay? Because you are not alone. Most of us go through that. And a lot of successful people go through it. They do, where you have to go back to the drawing board and paint the picture that you want to see. Meaning, hey, Chris, thank you. Thank you much. So meaning that you have to sit there and get to know you. You have to, kind of close yourself off from the world, turn your phone off, get off of social media and go back and revisit who you are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What I'm saying? So you'll go back and you'll say, okay, what's different today than my yesterday? When I was having a lot of fun and I was feeling, a lot better. I was doing good. I had a lot of energy. Because I'm going to tell you something, lack of motivation is usually because lack of energy. And it probably is people pulling on you and they're giving you all your stuff and dumping all their issues and problems on you. And it's draining. And then, you try to be there for that person. You try to be that friend. I'm sorry, I'm chewing this gum because that is not okay. You try to be that friend that's always there for everybody else. But who's the friend that's there for you? That's tangible, even though we know God is there. Let me keep it real, okay? You already know I'm a believer, so I got to throw that in there. But you have that friend, like who can you talk to? It's almost like if you're the person everybody around borrows money from, and then when you need it, you're like, who can I borrow from? You know what I mean? Like, who's that person? So I'm here to tell you that if you feel like your yesterday was better than your today, meaning the way your life was previously, and it's not that way, or you don't see the outcome at that time, meaning now, you are not alone. You are not alone. Y'all know I will jot some things down because I don't want to miss anything. And see, when this stuff be coming to me, I'm telling you, when it comes, it really, really comes. Now, I want to say this. When you have positive attitude about new experiences, and so follow me. And I'm saying this because if you want to start over or you want to see what's going on or you're self-reflecting, you got to make sure that you have an open mind. Okay. So when you're talking to yourself and saying, what's the difference? What's going on? I'm losing my mojo. Like, what's happening? We already know that's a tactic of the enemy that's trying to attack you. And when you are that close, that's when he hop on your back. You be like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But if you open yourself up to new discoveries, guess what? You'll find yourself again. And you'll realize that as the world turns, you are turning also. Besides, another year older, you're turning and you're growing at the same time every single day. So I'm going to say this, acknowledging new things and new experiences is fun. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to keep your life fun and exciting. That's one good thing. And also, it opens your mind. So, when I say that, I'm just pretty much saying this. If you're not happy with your life, go back to the drawing board and paint the picture that you want to see. But you have to do it with an open mind. You have to do it with an open mind. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to have an open mind, or if you don't have an open mind, you'll know if you're that person with the closed mind, okay? So real quick, avoid speculation. You know how somebody will talk to you and then you reading too much into it? Like, live the experience before you give an opinion. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do that instead of just speculating, okay, I know how this is going to go. Stop it. So open your mind up, okay? Avoid closing yourself off all the time. Welcome new situations from people that's different from you. Don't think that, hey, good morning, Cherie. Good morning, Derek. Don't think that just because I am here or I'm at a certain status, or let's say if you're a doctor and you just hang with doctors. No, open up. Open your mind. Invite people in. Somebody might be into art. Somebody might be into politics. I know that's what I call it. Somebody might be into, business. Just open your mind and be open and hear what other people have to say. It doesn't mean that you have all the answers, okay? Doesn't mean that you have all the answers. Good morning, Shelly. I want you guys to, if you have certain anxieties about different experiences or situations, make these changes slowly. It's going to be real quick. I want you guys, listen, fight, please fight the urge to react to anger when you hear different opinions. I did a post a while back, and it's just because we don't agree doesn't mean it's a personal attack. A lot of people who are closed-minded, they always think that just because we don't agree, and they think they have all the answers too. And who wants to be around that person? That's usually that person that's going to be lonely and they don't understand why they have the world. They have everything. I got this. I got that. I got this. It's probably because you're closed-minded and not open-minded. But just because you don't agree with someone does not mean that it's a personal attack on you. Don't be a sociopath. It ain't all about you. It's not. So you have to just say, okay, well, let me sit back and reflect. What are they saying? Let me open my mind and say, oh, okay, well, I can see how that can happen. I can, instead of just reacting with anger, it's like, stop it. But that is the person with a closed mind. How many people want to be around that person? Not a lot. Good morning, Tammy. Thanks for joining in. Not a lot of people. So please fight the urge to react with anger. If you are new to having an open mind, that's why I'm giving you these tips. Because if you were a closed-minded person, it's okay. Here's some tips to help you, okay? So fight the urge to be angry, when it's different opinions. Don't feel like, okay, I got to be mad. I got to prove my point. I'm always right. No, you're not. Because you're dealing with people with different backgrounds. Open your mind. Open. Hey, Yusuf. Open your mind. Communicate with different people. You go to the corner store. Talk to that person. You see a bum on the street. Let me tell you something. A lot of those bums on the street was probably scholars in college. And they can give you a lot of knowledge too. Okay? So don't just stub your nose. You can learn something from everyone. Be open-minded. Like I said, avoid closing yourself off. If you're in a situation, embrace those new experiences. And if you find yourself in a situation that you don't agree with, just look at it as a learning experience. That's how you open your mind. Oh, okay. Well, this was interesting. Even if it's crazy, you're like, what just happened? Don't get upset and don't feel like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. Look at it as a learning experience. All right. Like I said before, if you suffer from anxiety or you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to try anything new. You got to try something new because the world is constantly turning. Okay. And you feel like, I don't want to try anything new. Just move slowly. Do it in your time. Do it in your time, but keep your mind open. Keep your mind open. God didn't put us all here to be dummies. Matter of fact, he didn't put any of us here to be dummies because why? Everyone here has a purpose and you can learn from every single person. Okay. You can learn from your pets because they going to teach you, what is it? Teach them how to treat you. Pets are good for that one. But even babies. Good morning, Roz. Good morning, Carla, Miss Burnetta, Miss Stevens. Just remember, even babies cry. They want something. We learn. Guess what? Either they're wet or they're hungry. Everybody has a way of communicating, and do not shut yourself off and feel like that you run the world and it's all your way, because everybody is different. Everybody has different personalities. So guess what? Open your mind and embrace it. Like I said, look at it as a learning experience. Stay social, meet new friends, meet new people. Now they